What's the first thing you think about when you wake up?
Oh, I gotta do this again today. And then I thank God for being able to be awake to do it, whatever that is.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, with Jody. How you doing, Jody?
Not bad, thank you.
Hey, Jody. Do you give us permission to use this video on our YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
All right, how old are you, buddy?
I just turned 52 yesterday.
52 years young. All right, let's just go ahead and start from the beginning. Where were you born?
Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, another guest from Chicago.
Yeah.
All right, you went to school there and everything?
No, I went to elementary school there.
Yeah.
But I went to junior high school and high school here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
here. Oh, did you grow up with both parents?
No, that's not in that same household.
Okay.
You know.
But both parents raised you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you graduate high school?
No.
You didn't. How far did you get?
11th grade.
All right. Did you play any? I mean, you play any instruments or anything like that? Any skills?
I don't. When you say if I play any instruments, I don't play your general knowledge of just playing a particular instrument. I kind of find the tune in the instrument, in itself, and I just kind of strum along with it.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
you're into music?
Yeah.
What kind of music do you like?
I like a little bit of everything, but I'm more of a hip hop fan, because
Hip-hop.
I like the energy,
The energy. What were you listening to in high school in your teen years?
Stuff. Well, in my teen years, I kind of grew up with a bunch of they used to call like stoners back in the
Oh
day.
yeah. Yeah.
So me and my friend were kind of like makeshift stoners or whatever. 15, 16. Lil Zeppelin. All the old classics, right?
Oh, cool.
Scorpions and things like that. And just a variety of things.
That's awesome. Do you remember a good teacher that you had? A favorite teacher that influenced you at all?
No.
No. Okay. It's been a while. All right. And you're currently homeless?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you dream of becoming when you were a kid?
Well, as a kid, I like space, like an astronaut. That on any technical speaking, outside of your regular things.
Oh, you wanted to be an astronaut?
Yeah, I like the cosmos.
Yeah. Were you into science and all that?
I was sucked at everything but wrestling and and arts class.
Yeah, you're a very happy person, man.
No, I'm not, bro.
No? Tell me more about yourself. Is that just a facade?
It's not a facade. It's just that this homelessness is a high stress area. In regards to people on a low circumstance or their circumstances a little lack. The complexity of homelessness is it varies. You know what I'm saying, and that it should keep you out of society more or less. Everybody has their choice. I've said this before on a particular type of interview years ago at Circle Park.
Okay.
It depends on the individual, what they want to do. Everybody has their own preference of, whether they like whatever they like or don't like about not having a place or being able to have the means and not do it and choose to be on the streets than somebody who don't particularly get a check or anything like that, and then same particular lack and want to get off the street that it's almost damn near impossible, in a deep homeless setting of a person getting sort of that's adjusted to this way of life.
You think the government's doing enough for the homeless population now?
I think the government is, they say they do, but they disregard homelessness, because it's a problem, so to speak.
What do you mean disregard homelessness?
They look at it as a problem area. And so, and let's say, you got the circumference of people that, bring food or, circle around, and do, let's just say we put it like you're doing God's work or, or lending a service, right? Outside of your regular place, you got people that drive around here and there, and that's great. But the government's not doing that. So that's particularly people doing that themselves.
All right, Jody, do you have any kids?
I have a daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What if your daughter's watching this right now? What's your message to her?
I don't think she's going to hear anything from me right now.
Right now? What if she did? If she comes out later and she wants to hear something.
Don't give up on anything that you believe in.
All right. And then how long have you been homeless?
The last 6 years.
Do you currently use any drugs or abuse drugs?
Marijuana and I use a little meth, you know.
Okay.
You figure now when I get that question, you know, and people ask that, I think they get circumference of things because the circumstance allows it, so to speak, right? That this is how it's not used for recreation, right? We're not having fun, but it's a more or less a way to get around, right? But the stipulations of getting around and that the fact that, you know, until a person, you know, it's be homeless or get yourself off the street, okay? Now, in regards to being homeless, it's very hard to get off the streets once you become discomplacent in it. And it's hard to get off the job, you know, particularly if you lost anything like myself, ID, Social Security card, you know, you can't get anywhere without that, you know.
If someone's watching this and they wanted to help you, what can they do for you?
You know, that's a hard question because it's not what I want them to do for me.
We all need help sometimes, you know?
You know, but we definitely need help, and I'm one who needs help, but sometimes it seems like that there's some things stopping that help, and but if there was anybody who wanted to help me, just find the best ways you can do, because sometimes the person don't really know. Yeah, I know I need to get off the street, but the mission is not that for me. You know what I mean? Because it's another place, an area. You know, when you say the mission down there, Master, that's a stagnant situation.
When you say the mission, is that a homeless?
Yeah, centers and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that the situation isn't good.
Yeah.
It's just a stagnant situation.
Okay.
And it's not giving any opportunity.
Do you have, by any chance, an email or Facebook that someone?
I got an email.
What's your email?
It's Douglas Jody, all small lower cases, 211 @gmail.com.
And a lot of people watch this, and if they feel your story, they can help you out. Whether that be financially or they could be a motivation
well,
for you, you know?
Anything will help. And sometimes if a person has changed, right, you won't particularly see that change on the outside. The change is from the inside. And you would have to have known a person to have particularly seen or not seen anything of their change. And if you don't know anybody and you only see one thing of a person, and if anything else of a disclosure or irrelevancy to that, then they might be looking at a perception that, you know, if it could explain itself.
Have you ever tried any of these recovery programs? Like, have you tried NA or AA?
I don't 12-step it. Those guys down there won't let me back in unless I write the mayor.
What guys?
The Thai club.
What's a Thai club?
It's an AA recovery 12-step place, you know.
Oh, it's right here in Fremont?
Right down the street.
I might visit that place
and
one of these
things
days.
like that. Bruce Almighty is his name, right?
Okay.
He kind of runs the place, and, you know, I get kicked out for you know, different things. I'm kind of...
We should go to a meeting sometime.
They don't like to hear my answers.
Oh, okay.
They won't call on me.
They won't call on you. You enjoy talking, obviously.
Well, I just give it on a basis of that people won't tell the truth sometimes.
Are you in a relationship out here?
No.
Single? When's the last relationship you had?
5 years ago.
5 years ago, okay.
Well, not even a relationship. I'll say 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're a very likable person.
Oh, man.
And you take care of yourself. You look healthy.
Look at this. Yeah, that's poison. From where I have eaten at some places.
Yeah.
And this has been for years.
Okay.
Now, the last time that this was cleared up totally, that my hands looked well enough, not like this, is when I did 70 days in the city. Okay. And when it all cleared out, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
But all that other stuff is, it comes back. Oh.
Tell me something memorable about your life.
Memorable?
Yeah.
As when my daughter was born, you know, that's about like the best, one of those best times, you know.
She might hear this. That's awesome. How old is she?
She's 27 now. She'll be 28 February on Valentine's Day.
Okay. Your daughter's birth, huh?
Yeah.
What gives your life meaning, Jody?
Right now, just God and myself, you know.
Okay.
anything that I had meaning for, that coming back, from a situation that I should try to do the best I can now.
Yeah.
I think those, in regards to the meaning, is I think they kind of let me down, as far as not wanting me anymore. So,
Let me ask you this. What brought you joy as a kid when you were younger? Do you remember back then? What brought you joy?
I guess just being a kid, I guess.
Just being happy? No carefree life? What brings you joy now? If you're clean, if you get clean, sober, what would bring you joy?
You don't have to be clean to have that type of joy, right?
Yeah.
High on life, right? But this gives me joy. These little things that I make,
Yeah.
little instruments, little tools.
Let me look at that. Let me check it out. Hold on 1 second.
And it don't look like much of anything, but I find every piece,
Yeah.
right? I find every piece and I try to put it together, and I call it a meditation finger tool, sort of like a widget, but better.
Speaking of meditation, do you meditate?
It is hard to meditate on any simplicity, but I kind of have a focus point that I do in regards to anything that I meditate on, yeah.
If you could teach something, Jody, what would that be?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
What about if you invent something? What would that be? Think about it.
If I invented something?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to cook, right?
Yeah.
So I had an idea for a food supplement, a soup. So a canned soup coffee can in a soup, right?
Yeah.
You can have a cigarette, eat soup, and you can have a toasting coffee soup, you know what I mean?
What makes you smile?
Not a whole lot, man.
What's an accomplishment that you're proud of?
Perseverance and endurance, and anything that I came from, as far as any addiction that I had held for 22 years, crack cocaine, that I should have a spiritual awakening truly in my life, and that it has placed itself with me. And even though the hard times and all these different struggles, is that it showed me myself. And so that's about the best accomplishment I got right now.
That's beautiful, man.
It don't amount to much.
That's a lot. Do you currently know anyone that's broken the chains of addiction?
No.
No, everyone you've known is using?
Any particular, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you influence a young person to not use drugs if they're going that route and you see it?
Well, if I see it, it's not. If I'm doing something, then it's not much a person can say. If they're doing something to another person that they would take valid, right? Because of each person or young person has to grow up regardless.
Yeah.
But as far as telling them something, then I would just tell them, you have to give it on the standpoint of that. If I'm doing something and I don't want them to know, so I shouldn't do anything in front of them to help them stumble. That if I should say anything encouraging to them, that to try to move past these things and see where you might be lacking something about yourself, and just try to build that up and not fall into the hands of yourself or anybody else. Yeah, but
Thank you.
we all grow up.
Thank you for that. Well, when did you start using?
I started smoking marijuana at 15.
Okay. What would you tell? Okay, so you started using marijuana at about 15. You said, what would you tell your young self if you can go back in time about marijuana or any hard drugs?
I'll tell myself, don't regret nothing. Don't be ashamed, because every experience that I had was something, one thing to the next had led me up to here, right?
Yeah.
Now, up to here looks the same as anything that I have been addicted in. But God put me back in a situation to where I was used to the circumstance. Yeah. I can relate to the situation, but anything that he had me do for me, and then coming of a standpoint of a new self, of a recovery, it don't always look what it seems like to be. But it can go there if you're stuck in a situation and can't come out of it. It can go there. But I would tell myself, don't give up, man. You're doing great. When you get there, you'll be all right.
Yeah. What's the first thing you think about when you wake up?
Oh, I got to do this again today. And then I thank God for being able to be awake to do it. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. I got to make everything count.
What's your favorite color?
Black, gray, and white.
All right. What animal are you, Jody?
An owl.
Why are you an
That's
owl?
my spirit animal.
Is
An owl,
it?
yeah. And not because it's like he's wise or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because he's subtle. He's
Yeah.
always he's in a state of contemplation all the time.
Yeah.
He's a key holder to mysteries and other secrets. The owl is, right? And each owl has a specific abilities, right? That they should have more than one ability. That they should know and see these things beforehand.
I can see you being an owl.
Who
Are your
died?
parents still alive?
My mother is. My father died about almost 8-9 years ago.
I'm sorry, you still talk to your mom sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
What if she sees this? What's your message to your mom?
That I did all I could do, and that if they thought anything less of me, that I did my best to do whatever I could to show you anything better.
Look, you're putting yourself down too much, Jody. You speak very eloquently. You speak from the heart. You're very smart. I can tell that. I used to be a teacher. You have a high IQ, and you obviously street smart. It's not over. You're only 52 years old. You have a lot of working years.
Yeah.
What would you like to see yourself in a couple of years?
Off the street, in
All
a
right,
place.
what do you want to do? What, you like cooking?
Yeah.
Can you do anything? What other skills do you have? You ever thought about being a trucker?
No, I don't do those type of things.
Why?
man.
I could probably get you a job. Do you have a felony?
Not really, no.
It doesn't even really matter if you did.
If I don't even, I think it's a domestic thing, but I don't even think I got it.
Okay, then you don't want to be a trucker?
No, I'm not really an off-road day. I'm kind of like an in-place type of guy.
All right, man. Well, watch the video, read the comments. You're gonna get a lot of love. I don't think you can get any hate. There's no reason to hate you. You're a great person. God bless you, man.
Hey, thank you.
You believe in God, right?
Oh, of course I'm a believer, no doubt.
Do you have any questions for me before I let
You
you
know
go?
who you look like?
Oh,
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad.
who's that? Who's that?
What's that guy's name? He's a kind of like an Arab guy.
Oh.
He's a comedian, and he's always talking about his dad. His dad goes every time he got in trouble, says somebody's gonna get hurt real bad.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
We got that guy's
maybe
name.
some of the viewers will know who that is. That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Hey man, thank you.
All right. God bless you, bro.
You too.
All right.